Hello, 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 hello. John Mason, how's everybody? Hope you're all well. Okay, Graham Platner did the right and sensible thing of stepping down from his campaign for the Senate seat in Maine held by Republican Susan Collins. We would definitely condemn the behavior in a Republican of the kind of behavior that Platner Platner displayed. Platner was accused of sexting women while he was married, raping a former girlfriend, and put out the most ridiculous, racist, and misogynistic Reddit posts like blaming the victim for a rape and a tattoo. I'm sure he had a pretty good idea what that tattoo symbolized. We would condemn it from anybody in the Trump administration or MAGA or the Republican Party, as we should. Meanwhile, we on the progressive side in the Democratic Party have to be sure to police our own ranks. Usually, there's this opposition research, they call it Oppo, on your opponent to see what kind of skeletons are in the other person's closet. And in the meantime, do Oppo on yourself so there is no problems lurking around that your opponent can use against you. Like I said, we should do that. We need a better job of policing our ranks, vetting our candidates. It's interesting, like the story about him being this poor old oyster farmer. It's all a bunch of bunk. And the stories they put on need to be double checked. So let's do it. We can do it. We should demand a higher standard for ourselves. Not just a Joe Blow schmo who calls himself a progressive, be our guy. No way. And also, and now I talk about, recently we've been enjoying soccer in Philadelphia and several other cities. The World Cup. I was at the FIFA Fan Fest in Lebanon Hill in Fairmount Park in Philadelphia with a friend of mine. And we were there at the start of the game between England and the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the tradition, and the referees in soccer, they call it football in the other countries, have this card system for penalizing players who misbehave, to put it mildly. A yellow card means a warning. Be careful next time, or you're out. And a red card, along with two, as well as two yellow cards, meaning you're out of the game. You'll be suspended for the next game. I got these red cards I have are from for these part of the movement to protect immigrants and their rights. Perfectly legal, perfectly vetted immigrants who do such work as clean bathrooms, pick produce from the farms, all that fun stuff. They come to this country for a better life. And what do they get? Their homes raided, their children taken from them, sent to hellhole concentration camps, including little kids, like the one in Texas, where there have been big outbreaks of measles. And as part of the campaign to advocate for their rights, they have these red cards, and it enunciates their rights. Goes, where you can say to an ICE agent, I do not wish to speak to you, answer your questions, or sign or hand you any documents based on my Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. I do not give you permission to enter my home based on my Fourth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution unless you have a warrant to enter, signed by a judge or magistrate with my name on it, that you slide under the door. I do not give you permission to search any of my belongings based on my Fourth Amendment rights. I choose to exercise my constitutional rights. And these are the red cards. They're printed in English and Spanish. So, here's the website, www.ilrc.org/red-cards. And order a bunch of them. I ordered 100 of them and 100 more, and I pass them around in any available space. Let's get these cards, and we'll give ICE and Trump and his minions one hell of a red card. And on a fighting note, advertisements. All this work I do on my podcast and my YouTube and my blog and poetry and fiction, they're all work. And I pay good money to put this material onto these various platforms, and I need to be compensated. And with enough money, raise it all to a higher level. So, please get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button and see what you can give. I would greatly appreciate it. And Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you will find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and drinks and teas and lip balm and flour and hand sanitizer and dog treats. Yeah, dog treats. Look them up, please. HemperificLLC.com. And also, my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs, professionals. Please look her up. GrowWithSnow.com. Okay? Alrighty then. Those are the lessons for the day, kids. Be careful about who we have on our side. Any charlatan, any screwball can come in and talk their good game, but give them a good background check first before endorsing them. And let's keep let our immigrant friends know and ourselves know what their rights are in dealing with ICE. ICE ain't cool, man. You have a good weekend ahead of you. Shabbat Shalom. Bye.